In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Wednesday, August 28th. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our MLB bet slate for August 28th. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetShetsD. Don't forget about the TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 8.2 thousand subscribers. The goal is to 10K, and we are well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right. And for that Patreon, remember, you sign up down below in that link that you see in that description section. We went 1 for 2 in the community parlays. This was the one that hit Yankees and the Mariners. That came through at plus 171 odds. So if you want to sign up for the winning plays, remember, description section down below. You'll see that down there, and you'll see the bet stamp link for more free plays of the day. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with Betstamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. First game up in PNC Park here, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates 62-69 going up against the Chicago Cubs 66-66. Looking at the odds right here, we have Pirates as substantial favorites, minus 175 on the money line with the comeback of the Cubs at a plus 145. Total set at 7.5. For this pitching matchup here, Kyle Hendricks 3-10 with a 6.33 ERA and a 1.45 WHIP. Going up against Paul Skeens here, 8-2. 2.16 ERA and a 0.94 WHIP. We have the phenom here in Paul Skeens, absolutely untouchable this season. He has struggled a little bit at home with a 2 ERA. He's pitched much better on the road, but that doesn't compare to how bad Kyle Hendricks has been this year. Hendricks, big home road splits. And he's worse on the road, a 7.16 ERA on the road. We're looking at versus lefties a 2.96 home run per 9, a 3.24 batting average, and a 1.68 WHIP. Versus righties, a 1.16 home run per 9, a 2.70 batting average, and a 1.29 WHIP. All right, so lefties, he's given up a lot more power and hits. You should see 4 to 5 lefties in this lineup here of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Give me the Pirates very comfortably in this one. I like them on the money line, minus 175. I would take the over on the 7.5, mainly being one-sided because I think that they can really get towards Kyle Hendricks and to the bullpen. So give me Pittsburgh Pirates money line and the over on the 7.5. Next up in Progressive Field here, we have the Cleveland Guardians 75-57 going up against the Kansas City Royals 74-58. Current odds right now, Guardians are minus 145 on the money line with the comeback of the Royals at a plus 120. Total set at 8.5. This pitching matchup here, very good pitching matchup. Michael Wacha 11-6, 3.32 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, going up against Tanner Beebe 10-6. With a 3.46 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP. For these two pitchers, not much of cause of concern. They've been very consistent this year. For Tanner Beebe, 4.20 ERA at home. He's been very dominant versus righties. Small issue versus lefties. Not much in the batting average department, 264 batting average, but the whip is at a 1.39. And then also a positive for Beebe, a very high K rate to both lefties and righties. He's going to be seeing 5 lefties in this lineup for the Royals. Michael Wacha, super consistent this year, just like Tanner Beebe. Not giving up much in the ERA department here. He does have a power issue versus lefties, a 1.30 home run per 9. He's going to see around 6 to 7 lefties in his Guardians lineup. But also earlier in the year, he pitched against this very same team here. Very solid performance. 5 1/3 innings pitched, one earned run, and six strikeouts. Yeah, so very solid performance there. I like the under. The top play for this game, Royals and Guardians, will be the under on the 8.5. I'm going to slightly lean towards the Guardians on the money line, though. Next up in Citizens Bank Park here, Philadelphia Phillies 77-54, going against the Houston Astros 70-61. No current line on this one. Between this matchup here, this one might be slightly favored in the Astros department here. Probably more like a -115 on the Astros with the comeback of the Philadelphia Phillies at a -105. And the total is probably going to be set at 9 to 9.5 runs with these two pitchers on the mound. Probable starting matchup here: Spencer Arrighetti, 6-11 with a 4.94 ERA, a 1.41 WHIP. Going against Tawan Walker here, 3-5 with a 6.26 ERA and a 1.58 WHIP. For these two guys, I'm definitely going to be all over the over in the total on this one, whatever the line comes out to be. I'm taking the over in it 100% here. Arrighetti has been very inconsistent this year. Has a 5.49 ERA on the road versus righties, which is his main struggle, a 1.63 home run per 9, a 9.4% walk rate, a 292 batting average, and a 1.63 WHIP. Also to lefties, he has another walk rate issue here, 12% walk rate to lefties and a 1.45 WHIP. So bad numbers across the board here, and inconsistency it's either he's going to pitch a great game or he gets tattooed. Luckily in his previous start, he did pitch phenomenal, no earned runs, and it was a very tough matchup. But here on the other end here, Tawan Walker has been worse. A 5.73 ERA. He's been a total gas can this year. Versus righties is going to be his main issue. A 3.45 home run per 9, a 13% walk rate, a 297 batting average, and a 1.85 WHIP. Versus lefties, he's given up 2.05 home run per 9 and an 11% walk rate. So big home run numbers to both lefties and righties, and he's allowing opportunities for guys to get on base with high walk percentage. He's going to have to see 6 righties in this lineup for the Astros. Not many lefties in that Astro lineup. I'm going to be leaning to the Astros to get this win, but definitely the top play will be the over on the total. Next game up in Fenway Park, we have the Boston Red Sox 67-64 going against the Blue Jays 65-68. No current line on this one. I'm going to give my guess here for the line. I'm going to say Red Sox going to be slightly favored here at home, probably around that -140 range here. Slight home favorites here in the in-division matchup with the comeback of the Blue Jays at probably at a +115. If you want to comment down below on how accurate these lines are. I'm going off matchup predictor, and you're looking at the pitching matchup as well, and also records, and that's where I'm coming up with this assumption here. For the total, it's probably going to be set at 8 to 8.5 for the total with these two pitchers on the mound. Chris Bassett, 9-12 with a 4.41 ERA, 1.42 WHIP. Brian Bello, 11-6 with a 4.95 ERA and a 1.43 WHIP. All right, so Brian Bello has struggled at home in Fenway Park, a 5.54 ERA. He has struggled against lefties and righties. So versus lefties, a 1.35 home run per 9, a 10% walk rate, a 273 batting average, and a 1.53 WHIP. Versus righties, it's been a 1.20 home run per 9, a 9.6 walk rate, a 308 batting average, and a 1.67 WHIP. He's faced this team twice already in the Blue Jays. One game at home, very similar situation, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 1 home run, and only 2 strikeouts. And on the road, he faced the Blue Jays, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts. All right, so mixed bag there. Chris Bassett this year has been okay. The problem with Chris Bassett is lefty hitters. And he's gonna see a lot of lefties here in this Boston Red Sox lineup here. Looking at his issue, 1.33 home run per 9, 12% walk rate, a 345 batting average, and a 2.07 WHIP. xFIP is almost at 6. He's been dominant versus righties, struggled against lefties. He's only going to see 2 lefties in this lineup of the Red Sox here. Going off what they've been putting out versus right-handed pitching, only 2 lefties. All right, and it shows in the last 2 matchups versus the Red Sox, he's pitched very well. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and then in another game, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 6 strikeouts. All right, remember this was this season. Back-to-back great performances here, and you got a gas can on the other side here in Brian Bello. I'm gonna have to go with, I think, who's gonna be the underdog in this game, the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line, and I definitely like the over on the total for this game. In target field here, we have the Minnesota Twins 72-59, going against the Atlanta Braves 71-60. No current line on this one here between the Braves and Twins. For this one, I'm going to give you Braves as slight favorites, probably minus 120 on the money line with the comeback of the Twins at a minus 105. And for the total, this one's probably going to be around that 7.5 range because of how bad David Festa is. All right, pitching matchup: Chris Sale 14-3, 2.62 ERA, 1.02 WHIP. David Festa 2-3 with a 5.20 ERA and a 1.32 WHIP. All right, Chris Sale has been a Cy Young candidate this season, absolutely coming back very strong this year. Not much blemishes on him. David Festa cause of concern, a 6.61 home ERA. Looking at the lefty issue here, it's a 2.70 home run per 9, an 11% walk rate, and a 1.5 whip versus righties, another huge home run per 9, a 2.84 home run per 9, a 321 batting average, and a 1.74 whip. All right, so this is not a good sign here when you got a guy that's giving up this type of power to lefties and righties against this Atlanta Braves offense and Chris Sale on the mound. This is going to be a clean sweep for me here. Give me the Braves on the money line. Braves minus 1.5, and I still would take the under on the total in this game. Last but not least here, we have the Colorado Rockies in Coors Field, 49-83, going against Miami Marlins, 47-84. For this line here, I'm going to be going with the Rockies, probably going to be around the minus 130 range, with the Marlins at a plus 105 on the comeback here. This total is going to be pretty high. This total is probably going to be around 10.5 runs with these 2 pitchers on the mound. But there is definitely a spot we can attack, okay? For this pitching matchup, Max Meyer 3-3 with a 5.44 ERA, a 1.36 whip. Going against Kyle Freeland at 3-6 with a 5.70 ERA and a 1.49 whip. All right, for this matchup, Max Meyer is the guy you want to attack. A 5.68 home ERA on the road, and he's giving up major power to both lefties and righties versus lefties. A 3.00 home run per 9 and an 11% walk rate versus righties is going to be a 3.60 home run per 9, a 310 batting average, and a 1.60 whip. So really, really bad against righties. He's going to see around 4 righties in this lineup, and he's giving up a lot of power to lefties and walking them at the same time. The benefit here is Kyle Freeland at home. He has huge home road splits. He struggles on the road, but pitches much better at home. With a 3.86 ERA at home, he's giving up a very low whip and average to righties. He does give up some batting average to lefties, a 286 batting average and a 1.50 whip. So for this one here, when it does happen, a lefty versus lefty matchup, he's going to see probably 2 lefties in this lineup for the Marlins, but this is his strong suit in Coors Field. Give me the Rockies here with the potential of a sweep here against the Marlins. Give me the Rockies on the money line, and give me the under on the total. Nah, we'll switch that. Give me the over on the total. Despite the fact I do think Kyle Freeland will pitch very well, probably give up 2 or 3 runs here, but that I expect the Rockies to get all over Max Meyer and then get on top of that bullpen as well. So Rockies on the money line as the main play and the over on the total, right? So those are going to be our selections for the Thursday slate here. Let me know in that comment section down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Also, throw some props, and we can definitely debate about it down below in that comment section. Also, if you want to sign up for that Patreon, that link is down below as well. You get daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat. And also, in the description section, the bet stamp link for more free plays. You click on that link down below. All right. It's your boy Chef D. I'll be back with another one. Peace out.